Kiki. You're gonna have to move. You're gonna have to get out of the way. This is Kiki, everybody. She wants to be in the reading today. Just checking it out. What are you doing? What are you doing, Kiki? What are you doing? Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Meaningful Motivations with Tracy Erickson. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy Erickson, and this is the Pick a Pile Tarot reading for career and money specifically. And it's for September 2024. So as usual, you can either watch all three of the readings and just take whatever resonates with you, or take a moment now and glance at these three pre-shuffled piles of tarot and oracle cards. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. So you can choose a pile now, and I'll be sure to put timestamps in the description box of this video, as well as in the comment section down below. And while you're here, be sure to click the like button if you like these readings, and leave me a message in the comment section down below, letting me know which pile you chose and if the reading resonates with you. All right, let's go ahead and get started now with pile number 1. Hello to all of you who chose pile number 1. So I have already pre-shuffled 2 of the career and life oracle cards and 5 of the psychic tarot. So let's go ahead and see what the oracle cards have for you today. The first one says wealth. You are working towards real wealth and prosperity in your life. Keep investing in yourself and look into long-term career planning. Ooh, so it looks like some of you who have chose pile number 1, you're definitely working towards, increasing your income at this time. And look at this. We also have manifesting. You have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action to make it happen. So you're not just sitting around waiting for this wealth to come in. What these oracle cards are saying is that you have to take an active role in the manifestation of this wealth that you seek. All right, pile number 1. Let's go ahead and see what the psychic tarot has. Over here we have triumphant success, and that one has the number 1 on it. So this is definitely like some kind of new beginning, maybe even when it comes to career and money. And look at that. The second card is moving on. So it is possible that even if you've had certain levels of success in a particular area of your career or even in your wealth, it looks like you're moving on, into something new now. All right. And then we have the patience and planning card. Just like it said in this manifesting card, it's going to be so important for you this month, pile number 1, to actually not only be active towards manifesting that wealth that you desire or whatever it is that you desire in your career and money, but it's going to be important to have control in the situation by making plans that you will be able to follow through with. All right. And also to just simply have patience as you work these things out. And we have obstacles and challenges, as well as the third eye chakra card. So I do see that it's possible that some of your challenges currently in your current situation could have to do with how you're expressing yourself in your work. So somehow tied to your outer expression and even to your personal truth. So I do believe that at times, for some of you who picked pile number 1, you do have an obstacle or challenge in the form of feeling like you're not really fully aligned with your truth when it comes to your career. So I think that part of the moving on is just finding something that's aligning with your light, with your truth, and with what you really do want to manifest in your life and the wealth that you want to create. It's almost as though there's this obstacle in the way when it comes to aligning with your truth. All right. But I feel as though with this triumphant success being on one end as well, that I feel like as long as you can feel, okay, because in the image, it's like this hand is breaking out of the earth with a sword, right? So I do feel like you're going to have triumphant success at some point with your career and money when it comes to your expression, because that sword could represent your thoughts, your feelings, and just kind of breaking out of this difficult situation, right? When aligned with that truth. All right, pile number one, let's go ahead and I'm going to shuffle the Rider-Waite deck, and I'm just going to get 4 cards to get a little clarity on this reading for you who chose pile number 1. All right, one more shuffle here. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups as the first one that comes out. And this is just the card of basically your wishes being fulfilled. It's that sense of contentment that you get when you feel like you have all these cups, right? Where it's like your cup is full. You're feeling really good about the way things are going, right? When it comes to career and money. We have the Hermit card reversed. So this is definitely like, it's not really a time for you to be hiding yourself, to go inward, you know? It's more of, I feel it's more of a time for you to shine your light out, you know, when it comes to probably your coworkers. You know, it's time to share your truth and your light with others. This is not the time to hold it in, right? Because we have been talking about the expression of truth as well. We have the King of Wands reversed. So I do feel that there is this level of, I feel like through the patience and planning, you need to re-spark or rekindle the fire inside of you, you know? Because sometimes when we are content where we are, it's like we kind of lose that creative spark that helps us to propel ourselves into higher levels, right? The last card is the Devil, which I'm going to lie face down because of the nude characters here, but I'll cover them up. So the Devil card is really all about feeling chained to certain lower behaviors, right? As you can see, these 2 figures here are chained to this podium that holds the Devil. All right. So I do feel like in some ways, I do feel like the lower nature in some way, whether this is through, you know, negative thoughts and attitudes, it could be addiction, temptation, it could be any number of things really that the Devil represents for you. But that could be what is really stealing some of that passion from you. And I do feel like these lower vibrations could also be part of the obstacle and challenge that you're facing when it comes to your own self-expression as well. So I think in the month of September, it's just going to be important for you to know when you're holding yourself back based on those lower nature, right? Based on the lower nature. And also to kind of keep that in check so that you don't, you know, lose your passion and desire to continue striving to be better, to continue having patience in your planning and what it is that you're manifesting, okay? So, basically, it's going to be important to align with this contentment and with patience more than it will be to align with the lower nature and trying to feel, rushed into certain situations or whatever the case may be. All right, pile number 1, I'm just going to shuffle the Queen of the Moon Oracle, and I want to see what advice this deck has for you. Who chose pile number 1? Oh, here we go. And it says here, power. So your advice is to literally to connect to your inner power. All right. And now this is a full moon card, which I find interesting because the full moon is coming up soon at the time of this recording anyway. But again, the number on this card is 16. So 1 plus 6 is 7. So it's kind of in alignment with this 7 that we already see in the patience and planning. I really feel like having patience and having thought out plans are going to help to keep you in your power in the month of September as you move forward in manifesting this wealth that you so desire. All right, pile number 1. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the Wisdom of the Oracle deck now. I will shuffle these 3 times, cut the deck, and draw 3 cards as your final message for career and money for all of you who chose pile number 1. All right, so we have the Yang card. So that Yang is also number 1, a lot like the triumphant success that we've already talked about as well. But the Yang energy is basically the energy of taking that inspired action towards your goals. So remember the first 2 oracle cards that we already have. It says you are working towards real wealth and prosperity in your life, but you have to keep investing in yourself and looking for the long-term career planning. So the planning is one part of the action. But over here with the manifesting, you have the power to manifest what you want. So write down your intentions and take inspired action to make it happen. So finally, in this final message, the Yang card is just, again, confirming the need for that inspired action to take place so that you can finally fulfill the goals that you have for this wealth for yourself. We also got the Soulmates card. So with the Soulmates card, again, I feel this vibe that is kind of in alignment with that Hermit card reversed. This inspired action can also include others. So it's not just about you, yourself, and making these plans of action as like an isolated individual. I think it's important that you see the importance of other people and bringing other people in with you into this inspired action. All right. So I just feel like you guys have this, you have already people that are here to support you and to help you to achieve your goals and even to help you stay inspired as you move forward. But it's all just a matter of you recognizing that you have these people here already in your life. All right. And then we have the Here and Now card as well. So I do feel like with this one being 32 and this one being 41, both of these cards digit down to the number 5, which is kind of aligning with this obstacles and challenge. So I do believe that your challenge or obstacle in the month of September, as far as your career and money is concerned, is just to stay present-minded. So whenever you find yourself, having stressful thoughts, anxious thoughts, basically in some way not connected to the actual present moment, it's going to be important to bring yourself back down to the here and now. All right. Because that's going to help you get over those obstacles and challenges that you might face in your career and money in the month of September. So don't, worry about the future that's not here yet, or worry about the past that's already happened. It's going to be important for you to stay in the here and now. And it's going to be important for you to recognize the value that those other people around you have as far as helping you when you are taking those inspired actions towards your goals, okay? So stay present-minded, utilize the people in your life, and stay inspired as you take those steps forward in your goals of manifesting wealth. All right, pile number 1, if you liked this reading, be sure to click that like button. And of course, if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I would love for you to click subscribe down below. And once you have subscribed, you can turn on the notifications bell if you would like to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thank you all so much for being here and spending your time with me. I love you. And now it's time to move on to pile number 2. Hello to all of you who chose pile number 2. So what you see here are 2 of the pre-shuffled career and life oracles and 5 cards from the Psychic Tarot deck. So let's go ahead and start with these oracle cards and see what we have for you. All right, so the first one says brilliance. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. All right, and the second one says direction. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. Wow, you guys. So right off the bat, just with these 2 cards, I feel like if you chose pile number 2, a lot of you out there have been contemplating breaking free from your current career path and possibly just following your own path, your own goals and dreams, right? But you have to remember that it takes time. All right. So even if you have great ideas and you have, and you just really want to break out of the grind, you just have to know that sometimes our purpose unfolds slowly, step by step as we go along. So sometimes you do have to continue your actual current path as far as your career is concerned to continue getting a paycheck. But that doesn't mean that you don't get to work on this other direction that you want to go in, right? So it's going to be important to remember that sometimes it's almost like we have to work 2 jobs. We have to have our real, job that pays the bills. But then we have this other thing that we're building in the background, the thing that we really want to do, the thing that we feel called to do, right? All right, pile number 2, let's see what else we have for you with the Psychic Tarot. The first one is Trapped in Fear. So it does look like at times you kind of get stuck in your own thinking, stuck in this prison of your own thoughts, which creates this atmosphere of defeat, conflict, and defeat. I think that honestly, this feeling of defeat or conflict, this trapped in fear, is totally connected to what I was just talking about. It's just this thought that you want to get out of your current situation, but you feel as though you're trapped in that current situation, when it comes to money and finances. All right. And this is a source for a lot of your heartache because I feel like that you feel as though you could connect with, the more that you actually connect with this new direction you want to go with your purpose, your life's calling, then you feel like happiness will come in, right? But here we have the base chakra following that. And it's a reminder that your purpose is unfolding as you go, right? And we have destiny finally at the end. All right, so base chakra and destiny, these are both the number 1 in numerology, but destiny has the power of 10 with the number 10. So I do feel like you're connecting more and more with your destiny. The more that you kind of continue on, even through this, sometimes this heartache, these thoughts and attitudes that you are just not doing the right thing with your life right now. You have so many better ideas that you feel you could be utilized in such a better way if only you could align with that timeline right now. But this reading is here to tell you that even while you're feeling like you're not aligning with your calling or your direct purpose in life, you're still building that foundation. You're building the security in who you are. You are slowly, step by step, as you go along, unfolding this divine calling, this destiny. Okay? So this reading is literally a reminder that even while you are grinding through your current situation, you're also in the process of building something new for yourself and following your destiny. So this is a reminder not to give up, even when your thoughts and feelings at times that you create within yourself make it very hard for you to keep moving forward. Okay? All right, pile number 2. Trust me, I know how this feels. I feel like this is my reading. If I was going to pick one, this would be it. All right, now I'm going to shuffle the Rider-Waite deck, and I'm just going to pull 4 cards for clarity for all of you who chose pile number 2. Let's get a little clarity on your career and money situation for September. All right. So first we have the 6 of Wands, but it's reversed. So again, it's totally that feeling we've already been talking about where this heartache and this conflict in your mind and your thinking is all about feeling like you can't move forward to this new life that you've planned for, this new life that you want to set out. It's like with this card being reversed, it's like you just can't, it's almost as though you're feeling like you just can't get there. You can't move yourself from this land to the new land, right? We also have the High Priestess reversed. I feel like there's something that could be missing here when it comes to connecting with your own intuition. And I feel as though your intuition wants you to just build this foundation, but at times, because of your thinking and your emotions getting in the way, it's like you're not following your own intuition. And then we have the Empress reverse, because your own thinking is causing you to believe that you can't create what it is you're setting out to create. But the Empress is here to tell you, yes, you are the creator of your destiny. And look, we have the Page of Pentacles now as well. So it's definitely like this page isn't necessarily taking any action on this beautiful pentacle. He's simply gazing upon the pentacle. So I feel like you spend a lot of time thinking of what you want to create, thinking of a life that would be better lived if only this or that would happen. But so far, no actual action has been taken to get you over to there. Because it's almost like you're overthinking things, and that's getting in the way of you hearing the call for your destiny. It's getting in the way of, your own intuition and your heart space that is telling you how to move forward. Okay? So again, it's a reminder to stop getting in your own way when it comes to your thinking regarding this new direction that you want to take in your career and money. Because these things take time. This is not something, Rome was not built in a day. Okay? And you can't eat fruit on the same day you plant the seed. Everything takes time to manifest and to come to fruition. Now, this is no exception. Your idea for change is no exception. All right, pile number 2, I am going to shuffle the Queen of the Moon Oracle real quick. And let's just see what advice comes out for all of you who chose pile number 2. And look at this. We got beginnings. So I do feel like this is definitely a time for you to connect more with the new beginning. Because look, okay, so when you look through this doorway into the new beginning, it's like the grass looks greener in there, doesn't it? But it's important to remember that you are where you are right now. That is also going to lead you to the new beginning. So I just feel like it's going to be important for you because this is also a number 2, which is the feminine energy, right? This is the number 2 as well, the high priestess. So in this new beginning where you feel like things will just open up to you in new ways, and the grass is literally looking greener on this other side. But the thing that you need to connect with is that feminine principle, the number 2, as you move into this new beginning. It's time for you to follow your intuition more and stop letting your thoughts and emotions get in the way of the proper steps you need to take so you can enter through the gate of this new beginning, of this calling for your destiny. I wanted to see if there's another card for you guys. Yeah, we got 2 here. These 2 just came out, focus and self-reflection. So to step into this new beginning, once again, it's going to be important for you to take a look in the mirror. Take a look and reflect on how your thoughts and emotions are literally creating this current situation that you find yourself in, where you just feel like maybe you're stuck in this in-between, right? So what is needed is self-reflection and focus. It's going to be so important to focus in order to create this transformation in your thinking. She has a butterfly on her forehead for a reason, okay? So it's like when you find yourself getting lost in those thoughts and feelings of lack, of this is not the life that I want to live right now, it's going to be important for you to just stop and pay attention, to reflect. So it's going to be important for you to catch yourself in the moment of these thoughts so that you can reflect on that and change the thought right in the moment that it's happening. Because I really feel like if you have that level of focus where you can change your negative thinking as it comes up, that's going to help you move forward and step into this new beginning. Step into this new way that you want to create for yourself. All right, pile number 2. Finally, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the Wisdom of the Oracle deck a few times. And then I'm going to pull 3 cards as a final message for all of you who chose pile number 2. All right, so first we have mending. Again, this is all about just fixing this bond that you have between yourself and others in one, I guess in one sense of this card. But generally speaking, with the number 52 in numerology, 5 plus 2 digits down to 7, because you just add the double digits together to make a single digit. And for me, the number 7 has a lot to do with control, right? So it's kind of like what we were just talking about with fixing the way that you're looking at things. It's like taking control by mending those thoughts and attitudes that are not serving you. Okay, so this is going to take a little time and again, focus and self-reflection in order to help you get to that new beginning. But the more that you can mend yourself and how you're viewing your situation, then that is going to be what helps you to get through. All right, next we also have the community card. So no matter where you are right now in your career, I do feel like it's going to be important for you to basically with that mending, because I also said it could have to do with other people as well. I just feel like it's important for you to kind of get out of your own little bubble that you might be creating for yourself because of this feeling of being trapped where you are, right? And actually reach out. Give yourself to the people around you in your community, in your career, because these people can be there to help you and you can help them. And this all can help you as well as you connect with community and mend those relationships, most likely with coworkers and things like that. That's going to help you get out of this heartache and loss and this trapped mentality, right? And then we have the TikTok as well. So again, this is, I feel this, it's almost like I feel like there's this sense of a rush, like trying to hurry up and get to that next place, to the direction that you want to head in. You want to follow these brilliant ideas that you have. But it's almost like you feel like there's just not enough time in the day, right? But this here is to remind you to have patience in your creations. That's number 3, 30 digits down to 3. So I feel like you have all the time in the world to create what it is you want to create, but it's like you're wasting a lot of your time by not being focused and by not stopping your thoughts and emotions from getting in the way, right? So I feel like with that sense that time is running out or that there's not enough time, that is again a created mentality that is something that you also need to fix within yourself. Because how much time do you really spend scrolling mindlessly on the internet? Or how much time do you spend thinking about what it is that you don't want? Because then you'll realize where all the time really is going. Okay? All right, pile number 2. So it's just going to be important for you to mend the relationship with your thoughts and attitudes, as well as with your community and your coworkers. It's time to focus on your thinking and transform your thoughts by using self-reflection. And that will be the way into this new beginning that you want to create for yourself. But it starts with you. It starts in your thoughts and your emotions. That's where we are right now. All right, pile number 2. Now be sure to click that like button if you like this reading. And you can leave me a comment in the comment section down below if this reading resonates with you. I love to hear about it. Thank you guys so much for being here and spending your time with me. I love you. And now let's move on to pile number 3. Hello to all of you who chose pile number 3. So what you see here is 2 oracle cards pre-shuffled from the Career and Life Oracle. And I've pre-shuffled 5 of the Psychic Tarot cards as well to get us started. So let's go ahead and start with these Career and Life Oracle. The first one says reflection. Take time to revisit the past and figure out what you want to do. Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. And the second one says opportunity. Doors are opening up for you. You have the chance to change jobs, start a business, or invest in a new venture. Just do it. So with self-reflection, I feel a lot of you who chose pile number 3, you may be considering finding a new career path, a new job. And what these cards are saying is to remember to look at what it is you know you don't want, because you already have the experience of knowing what you don't want. So by understanding what it is you don't want, you can more align with what it is that you do want. All right. So therefore, doors of opportunity are opening. Basically, as long as you're aligning with what you want in your future career, right? Over here, we have the spiritual union card. I do feel like this certain level of unity between your higher and lower self has taken place. I feel like, emotionally speaking, yeah, you definitely know what it is that you want right now. And then we have light as well as the second card. This is like holding on to hope for something moving forward. We also have the spiritual strength card. Let me just pull out the rest real quick. The crown chakra card and accelerated motion. So yeah, with that spiritual strength next to the crown chakra, it is possible that some of you have been praying for guidance, direction when it comes to your career, or praying for opportunities. But I do see that by the end of September, you're going to hear something because we have that accelerated motion card. So I feel like your prayers are not going unanswered. I feel like you're going to get some kind of insight or some kind of communication coming in by the end of September for all of you who chose pile number 3. And that is going to be what basically is going to help you to move forward into more of a career path that feels right for you. I just feel like everything's going to be feeling aligned because we have spiritual union next to the light card. So definitely a level of hope here, but we have spiritual strength next to the crown chakra. I do feel like you're definitely being asked to have control over your thoughts right now, because I feel as though as long as you're hanging on to hope as you move forward, that you're going to get that news that you want to hear for sure by the end of this month. All right, pile number 3. I'm going to go ahead and just shuffle the Queen of the Moon Oracle now. No, actually, before I do that, I'm sorry. Let's first get a little clarity. I'm going to shuffle the Rider-Waite deck a few times, and I'm going to pull 4 cards for clarity regarding this reading for all of you who chose pile number 3. All right. So yeah, here we are with the 2 of Swords. There's definitely some kind of decision that is going to be made here. I do see that with her being blindfolded as well, this could be an indication that for some of you who chose pile number 3, you are actually avoiding this decision. It's like you're being willfully blind towards it. But once you do finally make a decision between these 2 things, it looks like you are going to have some level of success. And you're going to feel like a celebration is necessary, you know, because of this 6 of Wands. It's going to bring you this sense of satisfaction. We do have the Chariot reversed. So I think part of the reason you are hanging on to hope is because you're feeling like some of this is just out of your control, right? Maybe that's why you're having trouble making a decision as well, because it's almost like this change is out of your control right now. So you're just kind of waiting. I feel like you are kind of like just going with the flow, and you will make your choice. I feel like you're going with the flow for some reason, and you're going to make this choice once you feel you know the direction of the flow that you're going with, if that makes sense. And we have the 6 of Pentacles reversed. I do feel like it's possible that there's this sense of the give and take being a little out of balance when it comes to your current situation in your career. And maybe that's why you just kind of feel a little out of control, or not in control necessarily enough at this point to make a certain decision. But I do feel like these, you know, the scales will come back into balance for you guys, hopefully by the end of this month, because again, we do have that accelerated motion card. So I feel like everything's just going to kind of fall into place at some point here in the month of September, even if you're not necessarily feeling like you're the one that controlled that outcome, if that makes sense. And there are definitely still going to be, as you reflect on where you've been and where you want to go, you're going to recognize all kinds of doors of opportunity opening for you, because that was one of the very first cards we have of this reading. So your main theme for September is to recognize that you have all this opportunity before you, which leads to you getting the chance to actually make the decision on the direction you want to go. Maybe you haven't even felt like you've been in charge of your career path or direction in a really long time. So this is going to feel a little different to you, but it's going to feel good. All right, pile number 3. Now I'm just going to shuffle the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And now I will get a little advice from this deck for all of you who chose pile number 3, who are looking for that opportunity. There we go. Beauty. So we got this card, beauty. So it's really about seeing the beauty in life. It's about seeing what you have already created. It's about knowing that you have something special to offer. And the more that you can align with that special thing that you have to offer, that thing that comes from inside of yourself, then you're going to be able to properly make those decisions in where you want to go, what opportunity you want to follow. All right, let's see what else can go with that beauty card for advice. I just dropped one. Yeah, and then we have patience. So I do definitely see in this image a portal being opened up. It's almost as though the clouds are parting, making it's like this clouded judgment that's currently, you could feel like your judgment's being clouded right now, like you're being directed towards only one place to go. But as you have the patience in moving forward, even though it feels like you're kind of out of control in where you're going, I do feel like clarity is coming for you guys. So just have patience. Again, seek that inner beauty. Align with your own gifts. Because I feel like with this beauty card as well, it's kind of reminding me of that first card we got, reflection. Because that card is asking you to take time to revisit the past, figure out what you want to do. Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. So I think that as you reflect on where you've been in regards to not only where you've been in your career and everything, but it's also, as you reflect where you've been, it's going to help you figure out where you want to go. And then with that beauty card, I feel like it's just going to create this beautiful synchronicity in your life because you're finally in alignment with what it is that you do want. So just have patience and continue looking for the good in your situation that you're currently in. As you, kind of move through this, I really do feel like a lot of you in pile number 3 just feel like you don't have control in your current situation and you're just kind of waiting. So as you're waiting through this patience, just continue to reflect on where you've been, where you want to go, and the beauty inside of yourself so that is what can be brought out in your next opportunity. All right, pile number 3. Now I'm just going to shuffle the wisdom of the Oracle deck a few times, and I will pull 3 cards as a final message for you who chose pile number 3 for your career and money. One more shuffle. The first card is exchanging gifts. And it's going to be important, again, as you're kind of connecting, reflecting on where you've been, where you want to go, and looking at new opportunities, it's going to be important for you to understand that you yourself are a gift to the world. So it's going to be important for you to understand, what gift do you have to offer to the world? And then once you kind of look at that, it's literally going to open up new opportunities for you as well, because you have something to offer here, but it's just a matter of aligning yourself into that sense of knowing that you have this gift to give. We also got the no place like home. It could be as well that you guys work from home some of the time. But I definitely see with this card as well, the no place like home card, I feel like at times you're not real sure where you want to go. You just want to stay in. This card reminds me kind of like of the Hermit, right? So I do believe that the more that you can align yourself with your gifts that you want to give to the world, then the more you're going to understand your place in the world, right? So I feel like as you align with your gifts, that's going to be creating this new home base for yourself, this new place to give from. And then finally, we have the Observer card. So this is really about, again, it's kind of like that same energy that we've already been picking up. It's like right now you're observing the situation, not necessarily making a choice or moving in any particular direction yet. It's like just observing where you've been and trying to decide where you want to go. So again, bring yourself inward into this place where you can figure out what it is that you want and what gift you have to give to the world. And as you observe these things within yourself and how it relates to where you've been and where you want to go, that's when you're going to recognize all these new doors of opportunities that will be opening up for you guys who chose pile number 3. All right, I do think that is your reading for today. So if you like this reading, be sure to click that like button and leave me a comment in the comment section down below if this reading resonates with you. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.